Bible Characters, Genesis Series 8, Part 6. The Baker. The baker is a biblical figure who appears in the book of Genesis chapter 40, alongside Joseph in prison in Egypt. The chief baker to Pharaoh. The baker was the chief baker to Pharaoh, responsible for preparing bread and pastries for the royal household. The baker was imprisoned for offending Pharaoh, although the exact nature of his offense is not specified. While in prison, the baker received dreams from Joseph, which Joseph interpreted. What was the interaction with Joseph? The baker shared his dreams with Joseph, who interpreted them. Joseph told the baker that his dreams meant he would be executed and hanged on a tree, which later came to pass. Unlike the cupbearer, the baker did not help Joseph or remember him after he was released from prison. What lessons do we glean from the life of the baker? Lessons on sin and consequences. Consequences of sin and disobedience. The baker's imprisonment and execution serve as a reminder of the consequences of sin and disobedience. Importance of accountability. The baker's fate highlights the importance of accountability for our actions and the consequences that follow. God's justice and righteousness. The baker's story demonstrates God's justice and righteousness as he holds individuals accountable for their actions. Lessons on relationships and gratitude. Importance of gratitude and appreciation. The baker's failure to show gratitude to Joseph for interpreting his dreams highlights the importance of gratitude and appreciation in our relationships. Value of loyalty and reciprocity. The baker's lack of loyalty and reciprocity towards Joseph demonstrates the importance of valuing and reciprocating kindness and help from others. Dangers of ingratitude and selfishness. The baker's ingratitude and selfishness ultimately led to his downfall, serving as a warning against the dangers of ingratitude and selfishness. Lessons on God's sovereignty and providence. God's sovereignty over all circumstances. The baker's story demonstrates God's sovereignty over all circumstances, including the interpretation of dreams and the outcome of events. God's providence in unexpected ways. The baker's dreams and Joseph's interpretation highlight God's providence in unexpected ways and his ability to use anyone to fulfill his purposes. Trust in God's plan and timing. The baker's story encourages us to trust in God's plan and timing, even when circumstances seem uncertain or unclear. Lessons on personal growth and development. Importance of self-awareness and reflection. The baker's story highlights the importance of self-awareness and reflection in recognizing our mistakes and taking responsibility for our own actions. Dangers of pride and arrogance. The baker's pride and arrogance ultimately led to his downfall, serving as a warning against the dangers of pride and arrogance. value of humility and repentance. The baker's story encourages us to cultivate humility and repentance, recognizing our mistakes and seeking forgiveness and restoration. This is Her Grace Prophetess, Professor Smanya Abigail Carroll, PhD at Visions of Glory International. Shalom.